Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land within the Shire of Chittering, the Yuwid and the Whadjuk people. We'd like to pay respects to the elders of the Noongar Nation, past and present, who have walked and cared for the land. We acknowledge and respect their continued culture and their contributions made to this region. Declare the meeting open at 7 p.m. Please note, as per Council Resolution 1304/23, this meeting is being live streamed. Item 2, record of attendances, apologies and approved leave of absences. The attendance, the following members are in attendance: Councillor Campbell, Councillor Dewar, Councillor Angus, Councillor Curtis, Councillor Greyer and Councillor Hughes. The following staff will be in attendance: Melinda Prinsloo, Chief Executive Officer, Scott Caton, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Leo Kudasha, Executive Manager for Technical Services, and Jake Whistler, Executive Manager Development Services, and Danae Kerr, Executive Assistant. Welcome back. So, member of public, we have 3. Media, we have 0. Apologies is Councillor Fawkes-Taylor. Approved leave of absence null. So attendances: councillors to advise of their attendances in their role as elected members at community activities and meetings. As a Chief Executive Officer, Office looks after some, not all, appointments for the President and the Deputy President. The agenda includes only those meetings. Councillors are therefore requested to provide additional information at the ordinary meeting of Council for inclusion in the minutes. Councillors, can you just have a look through there and advise Danae they need to be updated? All good?
I had a meeting today, this CEO and the Parks and Garden crew, and the Kings Park Botanical Garden. That's all.
Thanks, Councillor Curtis. Item 4, disclosure of interest. So councillors must declare to the President any potential conflict of interest they have in a matter before the Shire Council as soon as they become aware of it. For CON 1-1125, we have Councillor Curtis as proximity interest. And then CO 1-1125, the confidential community citizenship of the Year Award 2026, and CON 02-1125, confidential educational scholarship award for 2026, Beck Fawkes-Taylor, impartiality interest, and CON 01-1125, confidential community citizenship award of the year 2026, and impartiality interest from Councillor Hughes. Any other councillor? No. Item 4, public question time. So public question time is limited to 15 minutes in total. Each member of the public is limited to 2 minutes to ask their question. Questions to be limited to 2 per person, and they must state their name and address, then ask their question. Any questions?
Good evening all, Chris Wally, Russell's Parade. First of all, congratulations to the new elected councillors and President for your position, Vice President.
Thank you.
Also,
Sorry, my apologies. And welcome back, Deanne. Nice to see you again. I inadvertently walked out with my piece of paper today, but you all may be aware of Melissa Price's recent blog that she puts out weekly in relation to the cut in road spending. There's 3 major areas there that have been cut for spending and the ceasing of road funding in the coming year. I'm not too sure if you're aware of this, and I'm curious as to know our budget always has been very tight in relation to road repairs, etc. here within the Shire of Chittering, and I've got a feeling that this may have a devastating impact on the spending and repairing of roads, and I'm just wondering if that's going to be placed on an agenda in the coming future.
I can respond to that.
Thank you.
So, thank you for that, and I note the concern. At the moment, we are advocating with various other local councils, as well as with Walga, for increased funding. There has been decreases in some funding and increases in some other funding pools. So while there might be decreases in certain sources of funding, the overall pools have generally increased to the extent that our impact as one local government hasn't been that adversely affected. So whilst we can never have enough money for road maintenance, and while we are always continuing to lobby for more funding through joint efforts with other local governments and through WALGA and even through ALGA, at the moment it doesn't affect our budget to the extent that it would warrant additional meetings beyond what we are already doing for the advocacy.
Okay, cool. That was quite a smack in the face for those reductions in the area. I'm going to change my hat now and put on my historic museum hat, and I want to first of all applaud. Let me just get this document up here again. In relation to, let me get organised here, unless I've closed it off. Item CC, looks like I've closed it off, CC04, in relation to the Brockman Centre User Group facility users. If you would, yeah, I've closed it down here. CC04, is it? Brockman? In this agenda. Sorry about that, folks. I did have it up, but it's
The user group one, isn't it?
the user group one, yeah.
CEO 03.
R3, okay.
Would you like to see the item, Chris?
Pardon?
Would you like to just see the item?
Yeah, I didn't bring the hard copy in.
This Brockman user one.
This one? It's that one.
That's on, yeah, 003s, yeah. No, that's fine, thanks. Whilst in principle, the Brockman Centre User Group agree in principle with the findings here, and applaud the recommendations being put forward to continue with a meeting with a Shire councillor. My question is, nowhere in that recommendation does it talk about how often these meetings should take place. Perhaps when you come to discussing that, that could be added as an item so that we're a bit more clear of what our responsibilities as one of the user groups could be.
I can just respond
Thanks.
to that as well. This officer recommendation aims to reinstate those groups.
Yes,
Part of this recommendation would be to look at the terms of reference, how often they will meet, and the council representation. So it will come back to council
okay,
with those recommendations, working with the groups, and then also at that point in time also ask councillors to nominate to serve on those groups.
excellent. Thank you very much.
This is just starting.
Oh, that's just
so-
the starting of the, yeah, excellent. Thank you very much.
Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Second chance. So item 5, presentations, deputations, petitions. Presentations, no. Deputations, no. Petitions, no. Thanks. So item 6, applications for leave of absence. Councillors, is there any requests for leave of absence?
Yes,
Thanks,
please.
Councillor Angus.
I would like to apply for leave of absence from the 21st of November to the 30th of November, please.
Take it you'll be moving that.
Is that inclusive of the 30th? Yes, please.
Do we have a seconder? Second, Councillor Dewar. Anyone speaking against it?
Don't dare.
All in favour? Just show of hands.
Yep.
Carried 6-0. No other leave of absence?
No.
So item 7, confirmation of minutes of ordinary meeting of council, the 13th of October 2025. We have a council's recommendation to accept the minutes. Do we have a mover? Thank you. Councillor Hughes. And was that a seconder?
I'll second.
Councillor Dewar.
Mr. President.
Okay. You want to talk to it, Councillor Hughes?
That they are a true account of the meeting to my recollection, so I'm happy to move that they be accepted.
Okay. Councillor Dewar?
Yeah, just they look nice and accurate and well done. Thank you.
Anyone speaking against the officer's recommendation? Just put a show of hands and carried 6-0. Confirmation minutes of the special meeting of council, 24th of October 2025. We have an officer's recommendation to receive the minutes. We have a mover. Councillor Curtis, thank you. And a seconder. I'll second that. Councillor Curtis, do you have anything to say?
Nothing to add.
Thank you. Nothing further to say. All in favour or anyone speaking against it? Oh, sorry. Just all votes. Sorry. Jumped the gun. 6-0. So announcements from the presiding member. So first of all, I'd like to welcome and congratulate Councillor Forbes-Taylor and Councillor Greyer, who are new councillors, and then welcome back Deputy President David Dewar. Congratulations on the election win. Additionally, on behalf of Council, I'd like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to the ex-President Aaron King and to ex-Councillor Carmel Ross for their dedication, commitment and invaluable contribution to their time in office. Their service has been marked by countless hours spent in meetings, consultations and decision-making, often at personal sacrifice. The time devoted to listening, advocating and shaping the policies have left a lasting impact on our community. I'd like to thank them for their time, their vision and their unwavering dedication.
Yeah.
Okay. So item 9, reports. There are nil. For development services, nil. And technical services, nil. Corporate services, CS01 1125. We have a list of accounts paid for the period ending 31st of October 2025. We have officer's recommendation to accept the report. Do we have a mover? Thank you, Councillor Angus. And a seconder? Councillor Curtis, thank you. Would you like to speak to it, Councillor Angus?
Yes, thank you. I just have a query. There's an item where we spent over $4,000 for removal of mattresses from Uche Tip. Is that ones that have been dumped illegally, or what happens to the mattresses? Why have they cost us another $4,000?
Oh, please, through the chair. Sorry.
So we are one of the few tips that do accept mattresses, and it is to stop it from being dumped on our road verges, etc. But unfortunately with that comes the responsibility, like with batteries, that we once in a while clear all of the mattresses from the tip to make room for more. So it's an operational cost that we normally incur.
Where do they go? No, sorry. Someone else's tip. Thank you.
So Leo could perhaps expand on where they're going.
Through you, Mr. President. We have a recycle company, I think they're located in Maddington. They come and pick up once we reach a certain amount, 100, 150. They bring their truck and pick up the mattresses and take it for recycling.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Angus. Councillor Curtis?
Yeah, just a query. There's one item there. I can't work out what it is, but it's Fitzgerald Strategies. 13,000 for employee relation investigations. I don't know what's all that about.
And to the CEO.
Without going into too much detail into it, it was an investigation into allegations against an employee as well as various allegations from the public that we needed to have an independent investigator employed to interview various members of the community and to do an in-depth study on whether any of these findings were accurate. But because of the confidentiality, I can't expand on that a little bit more now.
Okay, thank you.
Happy to discuss that offline.
Thank you.
All good. Thanks, Councillor Curtis. Anyone speaking against the item?
No.
Right, a reply.
That's not required, thank you.
I'd like to put it to the vote. All in favour of the motion? Carried 6-0. Thank you. Corporate Service CS 02-1125 monthly financial report for the period ending 31 October 2025. We have an officer's recommendation to receive the monthly reports, financial report. Do I have a mover? One. Thanks, Councillor Hughes. And a seconder? Anyone? Thank you, Councillor Greer. So, Councillor Hughes, I invite you to speak to the motion.
I had a look through that and everything appears to be in order. Any discrepancies are outlined in it, and everything seems to be tracking to budget quite well.
Thank you, Councillor Hughes. Councillor Greer?
Nothing to add to that.
Thank you very much. Anyone of the councillors speaking against it? Anyone else speak for it? Put it to the vote. All in favour? Carried 6-0. Thank you. Then Chief Executive Officer CEO 01-1125. Work Health and Safety Statistics Report for September 2025. You have an officer's recommendation to receive the report for the month ending of October 2025. Do I have a mover? Thank you, Councillor Angus. And a seconder? I'll second. Councillor Angus, would you like to speak to it?
Yeah. Always happy to receive this report. Disappointing this time to see that we had 2 failed drug and alcohol test results. But on the positive side, it shows that we are keeping an eye out to keep a safe workplace, and also opens the opportunity for possibility of counselling if required for those people, that person. Thank you.
Thank you. I have nothing further to add. It's pretty much well summarised. Thanks, Councillor Angus. Anyone speaking against the item? Councillor Angus, you have a right reply.
Nothing further, thank you.
I'll put that to the vote. All in favour? 6-0. Carried. Next item, CEO 02-1125. So this is the 2026 Ordinary Council meeting dates. I'd like to advise everyone that an alternative motion has been circulated to the Council regarding item CEO 02-1125 2026 Ordinary Council meeting dates. This alternative motion proposes the meetings be held on the second and third Tuesday of each month at 5 p.m. instead of the second and third Wednesday at 7 p.m. as outlined in the officer's recommendation. We will first seek a mover and seconder for the officer's recommendation so that it becomes the substantive motion. If this occurs, the alternative motion will be treated as a foreshadowed motion should the officer's recommendation be lost. If there is no mover or seconder for the officer's recommendation, we will then seek a mover and seconder for the alternative motion. So the officer's recommendation is to endorse the dates on the OCM dates and agenda forum dates on Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Do we have a mover?
Yeah.
Who was first? Yes. I'll go with Councillor Hughes. Second? Councillor Dewar. Councillor Hughes?
Thank you, Councillor Campbell. I'm happy to move this motion. Wednesdays, the second and third Wednesday and 7 p.m. has worked very well for certainly as long as I've been on council, and it has come up a number of times for discussion. During those times, it's been identified that various other volunteer organisations and committees in the Shire area meet on other nights of the week or else it's busy for sports training and other things. And I think the 7 p.m. time slot allows for members of the public to come and engage with council. This is their opportunity, and at the moment it's really their only opportunity without any of the councillor forums or other opportunities we've had previously. So I think changing the time to an earlier time or a different day of the week would make it harder for our ratepayers to come and engage with council. So I'm very happy to keep the day and times the same as they have always been.
Thank you, Councillor Hughes. Councillor Dewar.
Yeah, I concur with Councillor Hughes' sentiments. The old saying, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So.
Anyone speaking against the item? I'll speak against it. Currently, our Shire staff have to hang around here till 7 p.m. So we force them to spend extra hours at the office when they're not really required to. So if we move the meeting to a 5 o'clock start, it gives them the opportunity to go home earlier. Secondly, moving it to the beginning of the week to a Tuesday, it gives us more time for those people who work professionally to fill up the Wednesday to Friday with our personal career commitments. So hence, that's why I'm speaking for it. I think there's more efficiencies to gain with the Shire staff and provides them more of a work-life balance than us. Anyone else speaking against it? Anyone for it?
I'm all for us keeping it Wednesday. I can't see the point changing things.
Okay. If no, right to reply, Councillor Hughes. There we go. Thank you.
Just on the point of staff efficiencies, they do actually get time off in lieu for staying back on those days, so it is already accounted for in their work-life balance.
Thank you. So I'll put the officer's recommendation to vote. All those in favour? All against? Carried 4-2. Thank you. So CEO 0311/25, the Shire Facilities User Group. There is the officer's recommendation to engage the 3 current user groups and start working on new terms of reference as explained by the CEO. Do we have a mover? Thank you, Councillor Curtis. A seconder? Thank you, Councillor Hughes. Councillor Curtis.
Yeah, I support the recommendation, Mr. President, and I think less, instead of the user groups just doing meetings just about maintenance and all that, so unless we're going to go strategic, and these terms of reference will work that out. So I think 2 or 3 meetings a year would be better than once every 2 months myself. But yeah, I support the recommendation.
Thank you, Councillor Curtis. Councillor Hughes.
Thank you, Councillor Campbell. I'm happy to support the officer recommendation. Have been the councillor on 2 of the 3 committees, and I've spoken to members from the other committee, and they are quite happy with continuing to have these committees and have a councillor attending. This provides another opportunity for members of these community groups, are quite engaged members of the community, to come and speak with council, and it helps us understand what requests might be coming for budget items for certain facilities and things. So it's been quite helpful for me as a councillor to be on those committees and hearing what are their future needs and their current needs, and just gauging how the community is happy with our facilities that we have as well.
Thank you, Councillor Curtis. Hughes. Any of the councillors speaking against the item? Anyone speaking for? All good. I'll put it to the test if no one's speaking against or for. Right of reply, Councillor Curtis, right of reply?
Nothing more to add. Thanks.
Thank you, Sir. With no other further debate, put that to the vote. All in favour? Carried 6-0. Item 10, reports of committees. There are none. And then item 11, motions of which the previous notice has been given. Differential cat rating by Councillor Campbell. That's MWP N01 11-25. So I wish to advise that at Council Forum held last week, officers provided suggested wording for a possible alternative motion relating to item NWP N01 11-25, differential rating, Councillor Campbell. The alternative motion, as outlined in the officer's comments within the item, proposes alternative processes to investigate differential rating in the Shire of Chittering. The procedure will be as follows. We will first seek a seconder for the council motion with myself as the mover. If a seconder is provided, this motion will become the substantive motion. Should that occur, the alternative motions suggested by officers will be treated as a foreshadowed motion to be considered only if the substantive motion is lost. If there is no seconder for the councillor motion, we will then seek a mover for a seconder and for the alternative motion. So as mentioned, the councillor motion, I will move it. And if there is a seconder. Anyone? No? All good, so that motion lapses, thank you. So then we deal with the substantive motion, correct?
Then how do you with the foreshadowed alternative?
Foreshadowed, that's it.
And that now becomes a substantive.
Substantive, thank you. So that would have to be moved as well?
Yes.
Yep. And then the substantive would have to be seconded. If I have a seconder? No? Oh, thank you. Councillor Angus?
You moving it.
Is she a mover?
Oh,
No,
second.
seconder, I moved it. Yeah, I moved it, yep, sorry. Thank you. So currently the Shire of Chittering has no adopted policy or comprehensive study on differential rating. So the existing rating practices apply uniform rates without considering of the distinct economic and social impacts of different property categories. This approach does not adequately address the unique circumstances of commercial and industrial land holdings, and particularly those that remain undeveloped or that do not contribute to local employment or community benefit. So future planning is part of Council's function as our region opens up to the prospect of grid connect battery systems, wind or solar power farms, or possible major commercial and industrial developments on the southern side of the Shire. So this is really just to have the administration compile a report on how we can rate those types of properties at a different rating. So it provides a policy in the future that we can work towards, and is not really to, not really to change the rating at the moment. It's really just to provide some kind of study so we can provide fair and equitable rating, especially those businesses who are profiteering in the region with and paying minimum rates. So that would be my comments to it. Councillor Angus.
Thank you. I'm happy to support this motion because I think it's really important that we fully investigate any impact a decision like this might have, take into consideration all of our ratepayers. We don't want to risk putting any of them at substantial financial sort of detriment accidentally. So we need to fully investigate and then make a decision on where we go from here.
Thank you, Councillor Angus. Anyone speaking against the item? Anyone speaking for?
Yeah.
Thank you, Councillor Dewar.
I sort of concur with Councillor Angus's sentiments and comments that I think it's certainly worth a good, thorough investigation. It's perhaps a little controversial, but I do think we need to investigate it and just just see how that works out, as I said, for all the ratepayers in the Shire.
Any other councillors want to speak for it? Thank you, Councillor Hughes.
Thank you. I'm happy to workshop going through this because when we discussed it at the agenda forum, there is a huge amount of things that need to be considered because you can't just target one particular commercial use. It would also potentially impact anyone running a home business, potentially even farming. It's just a can of worms that we certainly should workshop all the way through to make sure that we're not essentially proposing a property income tax otherwise. So it definitely needs to be workshopped.
Thank you, Councillor Hughes. Any other councillors before I put it to the vote? Just write a reply. No, I have no reply. Thank you. I haven't spoken. Thank you. I'll put it to the vote. All in favour? Carried 6-0. Thank you. So questions from item 12, questions from members without notice. Council, is there any questions you may want to ask? No. Councillor Curtis?
No.
Okay. Item 13, new business of an urgent nature introduced by the decision of the meeting. There are none. And then meeting closed to the public. So if you don't mind, we have to go behind closed doors. Thank you for your time. You are welcome to come back at the end if you want for a reading, but
Thanks, Chris.
Where are we going? Oh, right.
I'll move we go behind closed doors.
thank you. I was just about to say. So to go behind closed doors. Do we have a seconder? Thank you, Councillor. Yes. All right, so we've done that. So that was for the... Oh, sorry, we've got a vote. Thank you very much. All in favour? 6-0. Thank you. I was waiting. just read that.
So first is this one.
Are we on, Danae? Are we recording? No, thanks. So, council has come out of closed doors and the council has endorsed the recipients of the Community Citizenship of the Year Awards as per attachment 4. That was for CO 01-1125 and then for CON 02-1125 Confidential Education Scholarship Award. Council adopts the recommendation as outlined in the report. Thank you. Item 15, closure. Declare the meeting closed at 7:40 p.m. Thank you. Thanks for your patience and my fumbling around.